How's it going, everyone? It's me, Mally, and how are you guys doing today? I'm doing just fine myself. Well, that would be the case if I didn't go live today, and I'm gonna explain that. But before this video begins, guys, I would just like to ask you to like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. And without further ado, let's talk about creative burnout. Now, my definition of creative burnout is kind of different from everybody else's, but I might as well just say what I think it is. So to me, creative burnout is just, repeating yourself over and over and feeling like you're getting worse at it. Such as, like, if you were a painter and you feel like your paintings haven't been good lately, that to me is creative burnout. And that's how I feel about my streams as of late. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I haven't been able to stream that long lately because I just don't feel funny anymore. You know what I mean? And I kind of have a few reasons for this that I'll talk about later, but I just can't go live longer than an hour now, you know? I just feel like I'm not providing the entertainment that I want to provide. Which usually, I'm cracking jokes throughout the whole stream, but lately I just don't understand why I can't. It honestly feels like all the creativeness I had and all like the comedy bits I've had have just been sucked away from me, and I'm just kind of left with just me, And nobody just wants to watch a guy, like I want to be funny. And I usually have bits and pieces of this happen to me throughout like my streaming time. Like it'll happen to me maybe like 3 days out of a month, but lately it's been almost every single day. Like I feel so excited to stream, and then when I start recording or like when I start streaming, it just all gets zapped from me. And I don't know if that's just because I know that nobody's watching me, and I know that I'm kind of doing this for no reason because TikTok has stunted my growth, but for whatever reason I just can't get down with it anymore. And no, I'm not announcing my retirement from streaming or content creation or anything, but I think I might have to find an alternative path for now, as much as I hate to say that shit. Cause I've been making YouTube videos since I was 9 years old, I've been a streamer since I was like 13, and I really love doing it. I love the community I've made, and I love just being entertaining to people, I like when people laugh at the jokes I make and shit, and so to say that I'm not gonna do that anymore sucks, But I'm almost 20 years old, I'll be 20 in June of this year, and I don't really have my life together at all. But nobody really does at any point of their life, but mine's even worse than people who are smoking crack behind a McDonald's, just because they're out doing shit, I'm not doing anything, I'm trying hard to chase my dreams, but I just feel like at this point, when am I gonna call it quits? Because I take a look around me and I think I do better work than almost every streamer, but I just don't make the money. And it's not a money thing with me, but also I'm 20 years old and I haven't had a paycheck in a long time. And I see a lot of other people who do way better than me that I know I'm better than, Like they're like monetarily, they are absolutely whooping my ass, but like I feel like for providing content, I'm like damn near the cream of the crop. Not to jerk myself off or anything, but I feel like I'm doing so much better than a lot of these guys. I feel like I'm way more entertaining, but the results just don't show that, Every time I hit 300 followers and I like start streaming the next day, I'm back down to 299. I get back up to 300 and I drop. And I really wish it was a consistency thing, because I can be consistent as much as I want to. I was more consistent than 98% of all streamers on TikTok. The problem is that it's not a consistency thing, it's just an algorithm thing. And YouTube's algorithm has fucked me, and TikTok's has as well. But I don't really blame them 100%, because in my life, my philosophy is it's like, if you're good enough, then people will watch you anyway, despite you being pushed down by an algorithm or something, And I do have people who watch me fairly consistently, so that makes me think that I can do it. But after streaming for this long, it's like, well, I don't really know anymore, I'm starting to doubt myself, and that's like the big problem. So I'm very mentally ill, and I'm very easily able to delude myself into thinking something, And that's really how I've been able to push myself to go on all this time, but it's starting to wear off. But the problem is, if I give up, then I give up all the time I've spent streaming, recording, and making YouTube videos. And I kind of hate working real jobs, I worked one for a little bit, kind of sucked dick, everybody was very rude to me. It made me feel like shit, and actually it was probably like the most depressing time of my life, to be honest with you. And I'm kind of happy doing what I am now, but as of late, I just don't feel that happiness. To be honest with you, I'm just waiting till a good game drops, because hopefully a good game will be able to save this like depression that I'm in right now, Because aside from the streaming, I just haven't been feeling very good in my headspace in general. And I'm about to drop some Mally lore that maybe I shouldn't even talk about, but fuck it, I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety at 12 years old. And I was taking shit for that for a very long time until I just cold turkey stopped at 17. And I went crazy at 17, but when I hit 18, life was good, you know, the happiest I'd ever been. So that's why I'm also kind of like anti-medicine, but that's not the point here. The point is that I've been through some bad shit, and this doesn't feel like that bad shit, you know, so I know it's recoverable. I know I can make it through it easily because like I'm way stronger mentally than I ever have been, and I probably should be, but I've been through a lot of bullshit, you know, and I just really like streaming, and it like actually made me very happy. And so to see myself go down this path of me not even enjoying it, it's like, oh god, it sucks so much, you know? The same kind of happened to me back when I was making daily videos, these daily commentary videos, but that was different from streaming because I could just stop making YouTube videos. But with streaming, it's like you kind of have to stay consistent. And if you don't, then all your regulars will go away and you'll have to start from the beginning, which I've quit streaming before and came back, and yeah, I lost all the regulars, but I feel like I have a good community now. So I don't want to give up on them. I don't want to give up on that. But it's just not paying off for me. It sucks so much because I see all these other people making all this money and I don't even really want that much money. I just want enough so people stop talking about it. I just want enough so people stop opening their mouths telling me to do all this shit. Because if I do get a job, right, all the YouTube videos, all the streaming will be gone. Alright, like I won't be in the mood to record shit, stream shit. I just won't be. Because that's what happened last time. And if I give up on that, then that's my whole childhood dream. What I've dreamed of my entire life. Just poof, absolutely gone. So I don't want to fall down that path. And even just getting some shit on the side, it's like, yeah, but I just really want to do what I want to do. I'm so hard-headed, but I hate it. And I know some people do both, but it's like, I just really want to do streaming. Like, I've been streaming longer than damn near any active streamer ever. Maybe that's not true because there have been like people streaming for like since like 2001, but as of late, you know, I don't understand the appeal to all of the big streamers that I don't have. I guess that's where my main issue is, and that's really what's making me upset, I guess would be the right word. And streaming and YouTube videos have always been my dream, but I've just wanted to be in entertainment in general. For a really long time, I've just really liked making people laugh, you know, and instead of becoming a comic or a comedian, right? I was like, well, YouTube and streaming would be better, and here's why. Because if you're a comic, a comedian, then you're making an entire room of people laugh at the beginning, which, yes, they are laughing, you know, you're entertaining them, but if you stream and upload YouTube videos, those are going to be there for the rest of time, and they're going to be available 24/7. That's why I made a VODs channel myself, so I can upload all my VODs so it's available for people to watch and people to enjoy. So it's been a dream of mine to be an entertainer for a long time. It's just I decided to choose this route instead of another. In making YouTube videos, editing them, it's all fun for me too, you know, setting up my stream background, just getting all the technology working, and streaming is really fun. But I am just burnt out at this point, I guess. I don't know. Like, it's not that I don't want to stream. I really want to. It's just when I start streaming, I can't, like, there's something in my brain telling me that I'm just not good enough. And I think it is just because I'm not performing as I should, you know? Unfortunately, the numbers on the screen do mean something to me, you know? It just means that I'm not doing as good as I should be, or I'm not entertaining enough as I should be. And I have a VODs channel that I upload all my live streams that are over an hour. And I haven't uploaded to that channel in a week because all my streams I've stopped after like 30 minutes because I don't feel like I'm doing good enough. I don't feel like I'm funny enough. I just don't feel good about the stream I'm streaming. And the situation I'm in, I'm so thankful for because my parents actually allow me to chase my dreams to become a streamer, and I feel like I'm just fucking wasting it. I feel like there's something I'm just not getting or something. It's kind of fucked up because I don't know what it is. I compare myself to a lot of people, which I know people say don't compare yourself, but you know, in this field, I feel like I kind of have to. And when I compare myself, I just don't see why they're doing better. And I feel like that's one of the main reasons why I'm starting to burn out, because I'm comparing myself to these people and how long they've been doing it and their success reached after a certain amount of time. And I feel like I'm passing most of those people within the time frame. I feel like I've been doing this, you know, a little bit longer than those people have started, and I'm nowhere near the level that they were, which I know I shouldn't do, but it's just so hard to ignore sometimes. And I don't really know who I'm making this video for. I guess just kind of myself, because I know you guys probably don't understand what I'm going through because most of you guys just aren't streamers, you know? You're here to be entertained by the streamer or the YouTube video, and I'm just over here complaining. But, you know, I just kind of want to let my words be heard. Even though I know it won't change anything, it still makes me feel better that, like, I have a voice that I'm gonna put out there, that people might actually listen to me and maybe understand what I'm going through. But if anybody's wondering, I'm not calling it quits to the streaming or the YouTube videos. They might be a little more inconsistent than they were before, but I promise I'm not gonna quit, and I'm just gonna keep on going until something happens to me, I guess. I feel like I just can't give up on it, and if I do, then I should just give up on everything at that point. And actually, after this video, I think I'm gonna go back and unprivate all my private videos just so you guys can really see the full timeline of like my experiences, all these commentary videos I made, everything. I think I'm just gonna let the whole shit reveal itself. Just why not, you know? Why not? But yeah, guys, with that being said, this is the end of the video. If you guys liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. And make sure to go follow me on TikTok and Twitch. You know, I don't know when I'm gonna go streaming, but it will be kind of soon because I'm not giving up on it fully. So I'll see y'all.